Thanks for joining me. This is Mr. Knowles, and this video focuses on fractions on a clock. The worksheet that goes with this video is called Clock Fractions. So I'm going to get started. Sometimes people talk about time in fractions of an hour. For example, a quarter of an hour is 15 minutes. Half an hour is 30 minutes. The pictures below show some different fractions of an hour on clocks. So the first one says half hour is 30 minutes, and it's shaded in to show you a visual that half an hour is 30 minutes on a clock. The clock in the middle is shaded in, 1/4 of it is shaded in, and that represents 15 minutes. And the one on the far right, it's 1/3, and if you can't visualize that, if I were to draw this here, a little off there, my mistake. If I were to draw it here, then you could see it was in thirds, and 1/3 is shaded in. And 1/3 of an hour is 20 minutes, because every one of these numbered notches is 5 minutes. So that would be 20 minutes, because there's 4 sections there. If I were to continue this, you could see 4 little skinny pie pieces. Each one's 5 minutes. So altogether it'd be 20 minutes. The first problem on the paper states, problem 2 will be easier if you can divide 60 by some other numbers. They're saying that because there's 60 minutes in an hour. Solve the division problems below. So if I look at a clock, if I go to problem 2, there's a clock here, and you have to understand with time, in 1 hour there's 60 minutes. So a little bit of division can help you solve some of these problems. So A, 60 divided by 2. So what they're asking is, what times 2 equals 60? Well, 2 30s equal 60, so I'm going to say that's 30. 60 divided by 2 is 30. 60 divided by 3. Something times 3. Something times 3 is equal to 60. It's 20. 20 times 3 is 60. And let's look at C. 60 divided by 4. Something times 4 is 60. I'm going to go look at that clock picture again. Right here it says 1/4 of an hour is 15 minutes. Remember, there's 60 minutes in an hour. So if this is 1/4, that means there's 3 other pieces together with that 1/4 that equals 60. So now this clock, the 60 minutes, is divided into 4 sections. Each section's 15 minutes. So 60 divided by 4 is 15. $60 divided by 6. What times 6 is 60? You're right, it's 10. So 60 divided by 6 is 10. Those might be helpful numbers for us later. 2. Draw the following fractions on the clocks. Then write how many minutes are in each fraction of an hour. 3/4. The bottom number means that's how many equal parts you have to divide the clock into. 4 equal parts. So what I can do is I can cut it in half, and if I cut it in half again, I get 4 equal parts. Those are fourths. The top number means you're going to shade in 3 of those fourths. So I'm going to shade in 3/4. That's what 3/4 looks like on a clock. How many minutes is that? Well, if each one is 15, this is 15, this is 15, and this is 15. If you don't remember, you can go back here. the letter C, it tells you that 60 divided by 4 is 15. I just have to add those up. So what's 15 plus 15 plus 15? You can probably do this in your head. It's 45. It's 45 minutes. Let's look at letter B. 2/3. What the 3 means on the bottom in the denominator is that you have to break it up into 3 equal parts. You can do that like this. And then each part is worth so many minutes. If you go back, is there one? Yep, it's right here. 60 divided by 3 is 20. So if you take 60, divide it into 3 equal parts, each one's worth 20 minutes. So I go to B, each one of those sections is worth 20 minutes. This is 20 minutes, down here's 20 minutes, and over here's 20 minutes. The numerator, the top number, means you're going to shade in 2 of those 3 sections. So I'm going to shade this in here, and I'm going to shade this in here. I'm shading in 2 20-minute sections. So how much time is that? How many minutes is that? It's 40 minutes. 40 minutes. All right. 1/6 of an hour. I have to break up 60 minutes into 6 equal pieces. That one is letter D. 60 divided by 6 is 10. So 60 divided into 6 equal parts is 10 minutes. So letter C, I'm going to break it up into 10 equal pieces. So it's basically all the even numbers, starting at the 12. Those are each 10 minutes, and I'm going to shade in one of them, because the top number represents how many of those are shaded in. That's 1/6. That's 10 minutes. I don't really have to do any adding because it's just one of them, 10 minutes. All right, fractions of an hour. Now I got this chart here. It gives me a fraction, and then I have to shade it, and I have to say how many minutes. So it's very similar to what we were doing. So 1/3. I have to break it up into 3 equal parts. I think we've done something like this before. 3 equal parts. Looks like that. And then one of the 3 would be shaded. And these are each 20 minutes. So this is 20 minutes. Let's go on to the next one. Number 2, 3/4. I'm going to break it into 3, or not 3, I'm going to break this up into 4 equal parts. Easiest way to do it is to cut it in half and then cut it in half another way. And then I'm going to shade in 3 of the 4. 1, 2, 3. And I recall that each of these is 15 minutes. So it's 3 15 minutes, which I believe we've done this before. That's 15, that's a 4, 45 minutes. 2/3. The bottom number means 3 equal parts. I know a third is 20 minutes, so at the 4, and at the 8, and at the 12. The top number, the 2, Means 2 of those 3 are shaded in. 1, 2. 2 of the 3. Each one is 20 minutes. So 2 of those 20-minute sections is my answer. It's 40 minutes. Looks like I've done these before. We've done 1/6 before, so I'm not going to continue on. So I hope that this has been helpful to you. There are more worksheets available to you if you'd like them. Just let me know, and I'll be happy to help you out. Thanks.